We start with a terrifying emergency landing for Alaska Airlines after a hole was blown out of a plane just 20 minutes into the flight. You can see what was left behind there. NewsNation's Ryan Bass live tonight and has more on the ripple effect that this is already having on the airline industry. The FAA grounding more than 170 planes worldwide tonight. Ryan, what is the latest?
Well, Natasha, as you mentioned, they're not taking any chances in terms of the FAA grounding 171 of those Boeing 737 MAX 9 airplanes and making sure that each and every one of them is inspected before they are put back into the runways. Thankfully, nobody was hurt when you saw that door suddenly get blown off that Alaska Airlines flight so suddenly. I spoke to a former NTSB investigator and asked him what needs to be done here to make sure that people and planes are safer in the skies.
We were on the plane about 20 minutes into the flight, and all of a sudden I heard like a boom. I looked to my side, and the whole piece of the wall of the plane just is completely off, and the wind is blowing. It's super loud.
Fright while in flight. Elizabeth was one of 171 passengers and 6 crew members on board an Alaska Airlines aircraft that had a door panel blowout mid-flight, forcing pilots to turn around the California-based Boeing 737 MAX 9 jet. Flight 1282 took off from Portland at 5:07 p.m. on Friday, according to FlightAware data. And less than 20 minutes into the flight is when passengers say they heard that loud boom and the door fly off. The jet landed safely back at Portland at 5:27 p.m. with no injuries reported. But passengers said a young boy's shirt was ripped off his chest and swept out through the door hole, his mother clinging to him, so he too didn't get pulled with it. Greg Feith, a former senior NTSB investigator, told me if this jet had climbed a few thousand feet higher, it could have been a seismic disaster.
The fortunate thing is they were at a low altitude. So when you talk about pressurization of an aircraft, it's that differential pressure. Being at 16,000 feet, had this airplane been at 35,000 feet, where the cabin differential pressure would have been greater, it could have been more catastrophic.
In a statement, Alaska Airlines CEO emphasized safety is a, quote, foundational value, and that they temporarily grounded their entire fleet of 65 Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes as a precaution. We are working with Boeing and regulators to understand what occurred tonight, their CEO said. My heart goes out to those who were on this flight. I am so sorry for what you experienced. The FAA said Saturday morning they're temporarily grounding 171 Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes worldwide that are operated by U.S. airlines or U.S. territories, which impacts mostly Alaska and United Airlines. This is just the latest catastrophe for Boeing 737 MAXes, following 2 fatal crashes in 2018 and 2019, linked to poorly designed cockpit software that killed 346 people in Ethiopia and Indonesia, which grounded the aircrafts for 20 months worldwide. Boeing estimated the crisis cost the company $20.7 billion. They said in a statement they're supporting this latest NTSB investigation and that safety is their top priority.
The 737 MAX should be the safest airplane in the world. It should be the most pristine because it's had the most scrutiny for the last 4 years. Why is this airplane still having these kinds of problems? Is there a lack of experience in the manufacturing process? Because there have been a lot of retirements out of Boeing, especially in the manufacturing process. So these are the kinds of questions that as an investigator, I would be asking all of these questions because they're all pertinent to the quality of the product that passengers are flying on.
Now, Feith walked me through what investigators will be looking at here. He says they will take a look at Boeing build and manufacturing records, as well as maintenance records from Alaska Airlines as well, to figure out just what went wrong here. In terms of how long these flights could be grounded, he says it takes about 48 hours to inspect each plane. So he said it could actually be days, not months, until these aircrafts are back on the runway and in the skies yet again. Now, should flyers be concerned about getting on any of these Boeing jets? He actually said that you shouldn't be. He said you should have confidence in just how quickly the FAA took action here, Natasha, to make sure that they inspected all of these flights and that it's going to be safe for passengers to get it back into the airways again.
Okay, Ryan Bass with that live report tonight. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.